Hello world, CMZTrades. Live trading. In this episode, we're backtesting the MarketCipher Basic Strategy with the goal to develop data-backed discipline and document my journey from unprofitable to consistently profitable trader. In this episode, I'm picking up on trade 27 of 100. The goal is 100 trades against gold for this backtesting series. Right now, we're somewhere in the middle of August 2024 of price action data. What you'll see is backtesting the trading strategy in real time, my approach to journaling and tracking setups, how I use TradeZella to analyze my trading data, and of course, some honest commentary from yours truly, CMZ. I'm out here putting in the reps, mastering MarketCipher Basic Strategy through repetition, observation, and journaling. Without further ado, let's take a look at TradingView. Folks, what you're seeing on your screen right now, this is live. This is live gold price action. You can see here, it's live. Monday, July 28th, 7:15 p.m. out here on the west. And we just got a little bit of a pump action. Looks like if she can break through this little bit of resistance, she could get up here, folks. Maybe even revisit this spider line. But that's current price action. We are all about backtesting in this episode, folks. So let me show you how we're going to make that happen. Let me show you how we're going to make that happen. So first, let me introduce you to some of my tools. Of course, we got TradingView, TradingView.com. Okay. Whoops. Oh, yeah. Would you look at that? TradingView.com, folks. TradingView.com. So everybody watching this probably already knows about TradingView.com. You probably have heard of or have seen TradeZella. I'm using TradeZella as well. I am subscribed to both. I've given both of these companies my money so that they can give me access to what I think I need to become a master of this arena. Real quick, folks, I just want to let a friend know that I went live here. and give them an opportunity to join and support your boy making history. Making history, folks. Okay. Here's the name of the game. There's a lot we could cover. There's a lot we could talk about. I want to get right down to it. What you came to see, some backtesting action. So, here's what we're going to do. TradeZella. Here's what you need to know. I'm going to give you the 1, 2, 3 of TradeZella. And then we're going to get right into backtesting. You can see here, I'm 27 trades deep using the MarketCipher Basic Strategy. I'm up $7 grand. I think we're on like week 3 of August 2024. Historic price action. If we look at the MC Basic Strategy, MC being MarketCipher, what I want to show you is, I wonder what that is. There's a lot I'm learning here too, folks. Rules. Here we go. So I created these rules based on my understanding of the MarketCipher Basic Strategy. So you come in here to your playbooks, you create a playbook, and you give it some rules. I created a playbook called MC Basic Strategy. My rules around that strategy involve these market conditions, these entry criteria, and these exit criteria. Every playbook has those 3 things. Market conditions, that's your environment. Entry criteria, those are your rules for when you get into a trade. Exit criteria, when to get out of that trade. So, I'm not going to get into detail on each one of these right now. That could be for another video. It also will be throughout the course of this video as we start taking trades. I will be talking about these things, so I'm not going to cover it right now. I just want you to be aware. You come into playbooks and you design your own playbooks. I got to sneeze. I'm muting. That one almost got away from me. All right. Once you have your playbook, then you're going to come here to create session. When you create a session, it's going to show up under this tab, Sessions. I've created a session and I've called it Gold 2024 August. And I've linked the the MarketCipher Basic Strategy. And there's our symbol. We're trading GC, that's gold. And we're starting with 100,000. Right now, the balance is 107,000 after 27 trades. Y'all see that? All right. And I can click here to continue the session. I can click up here to continue the session. So far, we're about 70% through. That's based on days. So if I did the entire month of August, we're somewhere in week 3. Let's take a closer look. Continue this session. Oh, actually, I want to show y'all. We can take a closer look here at the dashboard. And this is why we're doing it in TradeZella. So here you go. Here's the month of August 2024. I started on Sunday, August 4th. And you can see I started off strong. First 2 days, I was up 5,500. And then the next 2 days, I basically gave it all back. By the end of the week, I'm down like 2K. So this is why we want to journal these trades, because this kind of stuff should not be happening. And, I mean, just based off this, you can see I took 4 trades here. There's no other day, except here, I took 4 trades. But there's no other day that I'm really even getting close to 4 trades. So that could have been part of the problem, is I lost a couple of times and then tried to win it back. I should have just let it breathe. So this is the power of tracking your trades. You can see I learned from week 1, and in the next week, they're calling it week 3 but boom, up 6K that week, put me, up about 4K, something like that. And then week 3, here we are. We're on Wednesday, August 21st. The first part of the week gave a little back and then had a strong day. So we're up right now, folks. We're up right now. That's what we're getting out of the dashboard. Okay. We're going to look at this more some other time. I just want folks to know this is what it's all about, is to get this data and then improve our trades, improve the strategy using these data points. All right, we're going to continue the session, and we're going to get to the fun stuff. So I'm ready. I spent the last 2 days setting up this studio. I haven't been able to get in and take some trades. So I'm excited to be back in it. What you can see here in TradeZella, this is also TradingView. This is also TradingView. TradingView is just that popular. It's a Google production. Google owns TradingView.com. And what you can see here, you can see my entries and my exits. I took a long here, exited here, that sort of thing. Took a short, exited. Actually, I exited at a loss. Took a short at 25.53, and it looks like I got out at 25.54. I must have saw something I didn't like. Now, here we are. This is where we are now. August, you can see at the bottom, August 21st, 2024 at 10:30. So what I need, oh, my fault. Y'all can't see this at all. My fault. Everything I just said, y'all are probably, dang. All right, that's growing pains. Dang, y'all didn't see any of this. That's crazy. I'm gonna go through it real quick. And too bad this is live, because that needs to get edited. But here we go. Trading strategy in Playbook. That's where you build it out. You come in here. You can see I built these rules: market conditions, entry criteria, exit criteria, everything I want to see when I'm taking a trade. And look, I have some trades where I didn't check any of these boxes. And guess what? Give you 2 guesses whether it was a winning trade or a losing trade. They're mostly losers. And so why did I take them? Why take the trade if it doesn't align with your criteria? Because that's what humans do. They get greedy. They don't wait. And that's another part of why we're doing this. Here's the dashboard. This is what I was talking about. I'm up 7K right now. Come down to the month. I can't believe I wasn't showing this screen this whole time. But you can see down 2K in the first week, even though we got off to a good start. In the next week, I caught it up, and I was up like 4K here. And then here we are now, Wednesday, August 21st, 2024. Historic data we're trading. And I'm up a total of 7,000. I won, my last 4 trades. Before that, it was a 3-trade loss. This was a good loss here. Real small. So, okay, now let's go here to sessions. You would create session. If you need a new session, you can see my session here. I started it with 100K balance. For gold, we're 27 trades in. I'm going to continue the session. Now we're caught up. Now we are caught up, folks. We're looking at a couple of trend lines that I've drawn out here on the 15-minute. You probably see them a lot better here on the 4-hour. Actually, no, these aren't really good on the 4-hour. The 1 hour. Not even 1 hour. You can kind of see them. But as a day trader, I'm right here, folks. Right now, this is where I'm comfortable. The 4-hour on down. I'll look at the daily and stuff to kind of get an idea of how we're doing. Very large. You can see all the trades I've taken this month from August to now. Let's see. I mean, it looks, you can tell we're in an uptrend easily. Higher highs, higher lows, higher high. Maybe we come down here, get a lower low, go up from there. We'll see. But since I'm trying to take a trade here as soon as possible, I'm just trying to look and see what's happening right now. We got this big move up here in the middle of August. I drew this blue line here, this blue horizontal line on a lower time frame. It's somewhere that we're seeing some relatively good support. Yeah. See how it was resistance, 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 and then she broke through, and then she came down, retested it, and then really went for it. So if she gets back down here, I'm expecting wham, something real strong. So that's part of the expectation. We'll see what happens. I also got these trend lines. You can see there's a top, respected, respect, respect. She broke through, and then she's coming on back down. She doesn't know, should she fall or should she launch? And this is where we're narrowing it down to what we're going to do for our next trade. So now I know on a daily, we're bullish. When we get down to the 4-hour, there's some pullback action, but still we're bullish. Up, consolidate, up, kind of consolidating, retesting this key consolidation level here, and probably pushing higher. I mean, back at this particular point, I think we were setting all-time highs. So lots of sell pressure is to be expected. Okay, now the actual the actual indicators I use are not going to be here in this TradingView screen. This is where I'm marking out some key trend lines and everything. But really, I can't use MarketCipher in here because TradeZella doesn't have the ability to use scripts, which MarketCipher is based on scripts, which is why we need to get to Wednesday, August 21st, 10:30 in TradingView. So we come up here, we're going to replay. We're going to use the bar replay, and then we can come down here and select a date. Where do we want to go? We want to go to August 21st, 2024. August 21st. Time. What did I say? 10:30. Let me just make sure. Yeah, 22:30, that's 10:30. So 22:30. Boom. Select. And there we go. So here we are taking a trip through time. So now we're looking at TradingView within the TradingView website itself. This is exactly what we were seeing here. On the 15-minute, yep, we're at the 15-minute. So you see right here, that's where we're at here. And I'm kind of thinking she can come back up. But this is really where I rely on MarketCipher. So I'm gonna maximize the MarketCipher window here. And we're going to take it from the top on the daily. Blue is momentum. When the momentum waves are short on the bottom, long on the top, that's bull. That's a bull market on the daily. When they're short on top and long on the bottom, it's some bear action. So right now, this is pretty bullish. What is this? November 2023, all the way back here. You're looking at like 2 years of data in MarketCipher. She was revving up. October 2024 was really about the time. November 2023. November 2023 was really the time to get in to gold. So what are we looking at here? Money flow's looking good. That's the green. We got good money flow. VWAP is kind of falling out like right here, but it's bullish. So she could climb back up just like she did right here. Nice curvature back to the upside. RSIs are nice and tight. This would have been a good entry right here on the daily. What is that? August 8th, 2024. You know what I mean? So you see August 8th, 2024 was looking really good. So what does that put us? So she kind of looks like on the daily though, she's clipped to the downside. We got a little red dot action going on right there. VWAP's coming down, but money flow's good. And this is the daily. I'm not too concerned because I'm in and out of these trades, but it is good to know that there's going to be some selling pressure. Let's see what the 12-hour looks like. I'm gonna show you what we do with these lines here in just a moment. In fact, I'll get these out the way. I'll reset those as needed. So on the 12-hour, yeah, same thing. But you can see this beautiful trigger wave here, August 8th. See, that's confirmation. We saw August 8th was a good entry on the daily. Here's another beautiful entry right here. August 8th, August 9th. Tight RSIs. Wham. And then we get this beautiful VWAP curvature coming right back up. Wham, another good trade right there. So trading at higher time frames, a lot more confidence, a lot easier. But I use prop firms, and they flatten your trades at the end of every day. So I can't trade, over the course of several days or several weeks even, like these higher time frames would require. Like this is what, the August 15th, and then I would sell somewhere here August 20th. That's 5 days. I'm not in a trade that long. Right here though, VWAP coming down. Maybe she can get back up there. That would be what, August 22nd. August 22nd could be a good opportunity. So you see now if we're in August 21st, and we think August 22nd could be on its way back up, this is something to look for and anticipate. But let's go on down. Right now, there's still bearish pressure, more bearish pressure on the 6-hour. VWAP's down. Money flow's kind of leaving. Money flow's kind of leaving. VWAP's down here. I mean, what's she going to do? Come up and then just get hammered down? Momentum's leaving. I mean, we saw that here. The VWAP came down, came back up. Momentum was leaving, but then wham. And we could see the same thing happen again. Another heel. Based on that 12-hour on the 22nd, that could happen somewhere right around here. Could see it come right around here, 22nd, 23rd, wham. But again, that's just getting a feel for the environment. We're down to the 4-hour. This is really where I get busy. Down on the 4-hour, I'm really getting a sense for where I want to get in a trade. 4 hours got a lot of bullish happening here. That looks pretty bullish. Big waves on top, small waves on bottom. With the MarketCipher Basic Strategy, this is what we look for, folks. A trigger wave, an anchor wave. That's your gun handle. And then a trigger wave. That's the trigger for the gun. And then bang. That's MarketCipher Basic Strategy. Really good looking money flow. The VWAP, it's a little choppy, but it finished pretty strong here. Strong RSIs. This would have been a good entry right here. 4-hour, little bearish, strong money flow. I'm gonna say oh, I'm missing a call from my handyman. Oh, let me stay focused. That can wait. Folks, we're getting down to the 2-hour. So what do I see here? This is where I start using these lines. What I see here is that we're low key from daily on down. The bears are in control. So this is going to be my first red line, so that as I go to lower time frames, I know on the 4-hour we're kind of bearish. So I'm gonna go to the 2 hour. See what I'm saying? So if I know on the 4 hour we're kind of bearish, and I can see this 2 hour is halfway. It's got another frame. So it went from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock here. Right here would be 11 o'clock. I'd get another 2 hour or another 4 hour frame here. What does this look like? This looks kind of bearish. RSIs dropping off. Money flow. Money flow's pretty steady. Money flow's pretty steady. She might just kind of keep doing this. If we see something like this, the slingshot, that's something. Those can really go. I want to see this RSI tighten up, and then wham. That's what we want to see. And remember what was it? The 12 hour. The 12 hour. We saw on the 23rd that this thing could crank back up. Here's the 23rd right here. Right here. Boom. The 23rd is somewhere right here. She might want to go back up somewhere right here. So this is where we start watching. We're still red. We're still red. She wants to come down. This is the first sign of any kind of bulls showing up to the party. But we have this tight trigger wave down, another tight trigger wave down, trigger wave down, maybe. There's a lot of pressure right here. That's what we're seeing here, folks. That's what we're seeing there. I don't like it. I'm not going long here, and I'm not going to short. But I'll tell you what, these RSIs are starting to tighten up. If this money flow can get up there, maybe somewhere in the middle of the night, maybe we'll take a trade. Okay, 40-minute is a time frame I like to get into as well. On the 40-minute, we saw an effort from the bulls to try and get up here, and then they got crushed. Here's that pattern that I was talking about on the 2 hour. Where are we at? 2 hour. Yeah. If that slingshot can come through for us. The slingshot pattern, I like those. And she did. She got up there a little bit. The reason we're not, real quick, the reason why we're just looking at MarketCipher and not the price action, this is a little backtesting pro tip. When we're backtesting, and if we look at the higher time frames candles, they kind of can tell you more into the future than you want to see when you're trying to take a trade on a lower time frame. For example, if I go to the 4 hour, it could be like a real fat green candle. And then if I go to the 15-minute, it might be a red candle that hasn't played out like the 4 hour shows yet. And that would be kind of cheating. So I just look at MarketCipher, which doesn't play out the price. We can't tell where the price is exactly. We can only see, do we like the environment or not? Is our entry criteria being met or not? For entry criteria, we want to see, if we're going long, we want to see money flow coming up. We want to see this VWAP coming up. We want these RSIs looking just like that, actually, right over here. Wham, that's our trade right there. And then it would just be the opposite if we were going to go short. Right now, there's resistance here, but we are getting, look, it increased. If this momentum wave can come back up here, maybe get a little higher, come down, Wham. Those are kids playing outside in the background, if y'all can hear that. Nobody is in trouble. Those are just some loud kids. All right. I like what I see here. This is the first confident thing I'm seeing that tells me there's some hope for some bulls. I'm going to put this on the 40-minute. No. I'm gonna wait till she gets lower. Let's look at a 30. More bullish indications. RSIs are shaping up. I'm just not a fan of this inward curve. See how she came out and then she's kind of curving inward? A lot of times what happens is she wants to come back down. What we want to see is like some beautiful outward curve, like this right here. She's outwards, wham. She's outwardly curved, and then RSIs look great. We got an anchor, kind of a trigger. We would like to see a little bit more of a tighter trigger. But this is kind of what we're looking for if we're going to go long anyways. All right, what do we got here? I'm not feeling that. I think we're looking for a short, honestly. I think we're looking for a short. I'll be right back. I'm going to close my window, see if we can get a little less noise coming in there. Give me 1 second, folks. And we're back. All right, here we go. Where are we at? Looking at 24-minute. 24-minute. And this is what I do. I mean, we're not sitting here taking trades all quick, like, you see what I'm saying? It takes time to get through some of this stuff. And a matter of fact, down here, this is where we fast forward. I mean, we've spent what, 5-10 minutes looking at these charts so far. Kind of a little realistic is I would fast forward a little bit here. You can see on the chart, we got a new frame. I'm just fast forwarding about 20 minutes. So that's about how long we've been staring at this thing. And I like this. I like what I'm seeing here. We got an anchor wave, real tight triggers. I know I said we was looking for a short, but on the lower time frames, as we get below 30, she's got some potential to be, you know what I'm saying? Wham. Really, this is what we want. So let me not get too excited. This is how we end up taking trades we don't need to be in. 15-minute. We move a little faster now, folks. We know our environment. I'm looking for a short based off of the mid time frames. Unless I see something that changes that opinion. We're going to get a push up, and then I'm expecting it to come on down. Now that we're on the 15-minute, we can start incorporating the candles because the price move is not that different on the 15 down. You can see these green lines. These are trend lines. The dotted ones, those are spider lines, and we'll talk about that some other time. But just know they're spider lines are trend lines from way, way back, projected into the future. That's what they are. These solid ones I drew on the spot just locally. All of this stuff helps me determine where price might get resistance or support. And that's helpful to know so I can be prepared to take profit, or get into a trade, that kind of stuff. Just from a price action standpoint, I like what I see here. Nice curvature. Nice curvature. Again, we're looking at August 21st. It's about 11 p.m. at night, according to this chart. So I would be hanging out at the crib. I like what we see here. Whenever we see something like this in MarketCipher momentum wave, where she kind of comes down and then goes back up some more, that's low key anchor trigger action. You know what I'm saying? That counts. We kind of went down here and I could see it's just like whoop, coming right back up. RSIs look like they're about to conjoin. We could see some of this action, maybe something like that. So what are we talking about here? Price come up to here, get some resistance, wham, something like that. Let's see where we're at. 10-minute. 10-minute. I like what I see here. I want to see this money flow continue to get up there. But we're not taking a trade, folks. We're gonna we're down to the 10-minute. Let's see what the 5 minutes looking like. Oh wait. Oh man, that is tempting. This is where we're starting to see some actual MarketCipher Basic Strategy. Look at that. Momentum coming up. Money flow coming up. RSIs split beautifully coming up. I think this I think she's got a pump in her. What I want to see here is maybe get that push down, and then she, maybe comes back up. This is the line of scrimmage here. We got a line of scrimmage here, and kind of like a line of scrimmage here. This is where she would want to get back to, is this spider line. So here's what we're going to do. We're in consolidation mode. We got this pump. We're kind of just consolidating. I need some type of strong indication that we're either going to try and retest here, or we're going to try and get back to this green line. Right now, feels like a pump, but based on the mid time frame, she could come up here and then just get hammered down. So that's why we're kind of in the middle of this action playing out. So I'm just going to fast forward and watch. Kind of see what happens. See how the RSIs are tightening up? Came right to that moving average, getting hammered down. Ooh, if we were going to go long, see what I'm saying? This is the kind of setup we want. Kind of enter in here, put our stop somewhere here, maybe even down here if we're feeling real bullish, but I'm not feeling bullish. This is on the 15-minute. We just got this tight trigger wave here, and you see what happened? If we get another trigger wave here, and this is a higher trigger wave, lower price, that's a bearish divergence. She could crack on down. It's too risky. We don't want that. We don't want that. We don't have enough confidence in our entry criteria. Based on our market criteria, we're looking for a short. So if I do take a long, it is a quick one because the bears are in control. Look. You know, if she gets down there, if she gets down here and she closes a candle somewhere here and then comes back up, like if she comes down, closes a candle, comes up to like right here, I'm gonna short that down to here. That would be possibly an 80 tick move with one contract, that's 800, two contracts, 1600. And then my stop loss would be like just really it needs to be up here. So see what that would not be a one-to-one situation. We need more confluence. See, a one-to-one would be 80. So like right here, but I don't like that because it needs to be behind these candles. Could we take profit? I mean, we could say the profit's down here below here. Move profit down here. Yeah. And then we got like a 100 and then about a 100 up here. I'm good with that. It's not going to be perfect one-to-one every time. You know what I'm saying? It's the market. But let's see how this plays out, folks. Let's see how this plays out. I mean, that trigger wave. But that 5-minute, let's see what a 5 minutes do. Remember the 5-minute? Yeah, see? 5 minutes trying to pump. It's struggling. It's fighting. But look at this. We got this bottom here. Momentum wants to kick up. Wham. I think we're gonna know in the next 10 minutes. Look at this. VWAPs are steady. Folks, I think she wants to go up. What's the 10-minute? More beautiful action. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Like it's in the red, boom. It's in the red, boom. What was our boom looking like? If we got in here and then took it up to the support there. I mean, there it is, 80. You see what I'm saying? Those are the kind of moves that I have been practicing for. You can spot them. 80 ticks. 80 ticks will get you out of your 9 to 5. You learn how to catch 50 to 80 ticks and occasionally 100. You let the winners run. That's all you need to quit your day job and make some good money. Pay for your own health insurance, all that. That's all you need. And that's what we're striving for here. So we're on the 10-minute. I don't want to watch the 10-minute. Let's watch the 5. We're looking to see if this 5 can get above this resistance right here. Or is she going to fold? You can see a fight. She's fighting. See, if I got in a trade right now and went long, which is what I'm tempted to do. I am tempted to long this. I need to long from a place of strength though. If she can kind of get back down here, I should have got in earlier. What am I saying? 15. Oh, yep, you got some support on the 15. Oh yeah, tight RSIs. You see how this you see how the VWAP's like curving inward? See how she's curving inward? Volume weighted average price. So, you know, the average price at which people are buying is staying high. Boom. You know what I'm saying? She wants to come down here. She'll probably do like one of these, come down a little bit more. This little thing would just kind of wham. Maybe we can get something like that going. Yeah, I see like, well, that's not a good one. Where is it? Start small, and then she goes big. Here you go. Start small, then she goes big. I don't know. I like it, folks. I like it. Let's come on down to the 5-minute again. So let me mark this out. Let me mark this out. We might. What was the 1 hour looking like? Yeah, see, 1 hour's got a kind of little bit of bull in her. I don't like how the red RSIs. 30 minutes got some inward curvature. Not sure how much I trust it, but I do like those RSIs. What's the 2 hour? 2 hours starting to do the slingshot. Where we at? 2300 by 1 a.m. By 1 a.m. we could have a little something for the bulls. That's in another half hour. 15-minute. I mean, I like it. I don't know what to tell y'all. I kind of like it. I just need a little bit of a pullback. But I don't think she's going to pull back. See, now I'm starting to get FOMO. This is where I need to go into TradeZella, because I'm starting to forget what's my trading plan. Let me go into TradeZilla and kind of get an idea for what time it is. I'm gonna say the 1 hour. The 1 hour is a little bullish. I'm gonna mark this as green, and then the 15 minute. So she was red on the 12 hour. I think that's what that was. Yeah, 12 hour red. 6 hour red. That's really the 6 hour. 6 hour red. 1 hour green. And 15 minutes kind of green. We might have a chance to scalp for a long trade here, folks. Bring these over. So this is going to be I'm going to show you how we do this. Okay, I'm starting to get tunnel vision. We need to look at TradeZella. So TradeZella, we need to come in and check out what is my strategy, because your boys is starting to draw a blank. I'm starting to get tunnel vision because my fangs are coming out for this long trade on the 5-minute with the support of the 15-minute. But I don't want to get there if my stuff isn't aligning. Here's what a nice trade should look like. So if I go long, does my high time frame, daily 12.6, align with going long? No, it doesn't. So I can't check that box. But that doesn't mean I can't take a trade. It just means that ain't the best look. It ain't the best look. What do we got here? Mid time frame 432. So does my mid time frame 432 align with going long? I mean, the money flow is nice. RSIs are steady. It's really just like some consolidation type crap, but the momentum gates are open to the downside. See, this is where I start justifying crap, but really the 4-hour does not align right now for a long. What about my 2? The 2-hour clipping, she's got some promise. We got the slingshot. We got RSIs pointing up. This is the first indication that it's okay to go long. According to my plan here, I would not check the first 2, but well, I guess I could check maybe the mid time frame for the 2-hour, but my low time frame, 1 hour, 1 hour gates are open to the upside. That's a green light. Then we're looking at the anchor wave, money flow, VWAP, and RSIs on the 15-minute. Really, my 15-minute is what I'm out here trading. And right now, on the 15-minute, I'm a big fan of the VWAP. It's got this inward curve, and she's coming right back up right here, right now. We got this kind of all-in-one anchor, trigger. Money flow came back up beautifully curved. She looks like she could continue. Maybe that 1 hour helps carry the weight. That's what we want to see here, folks. That's what we want to see here. We might have to take a trade here soon. And then the 5-minute, 5 minutes juiced up. 5 minutes juiced up. Okay, we've been killing some time. It's only fair to fast forward. That would be more realistic. Fast forward about 5 minutes. See how she wants to do me, making me FOMO. Now, what could happen here? What could happen? Gosh, I want to see can I just get in somewhere here? I don't want to get in way up here. That's a 30 tick difference. That's 24 ticks right there. I need that. Is there any chance she could come on down? Yeah, the 1 minute's just choppy. I'm not longing just yet. If she takes off, that's okay. We need a good entry. We need a better entry. Yeah, come on down. Yeah. Give me something. Get down there. See, now this looks juiced. Oh. Okay. 5 minute, you're not fooling anybody. I know you're juicing up. 15. Could you be juiced? See, it always starts to, by the time you're ready to take the trade, it'll start looking like the opposite sometimes. And that's when you got to just stay out. So now that she came down, that is what I wanted. But now I just want to see, give me a sign. Give me a sign that we're going back up and I'm in. Look at that. That's deep, but that money curve, she's coming up. Oh, I'm about to go long. I'm about to go long. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm gonna have to go long here. Look at that. Look how juiced up these things are. Look at that. They come down here. Wham. That's what we want to see. I want to see a nice trigger wave here. How long did it take for this to come up? 20 minutes after 30. It took 10 minutes on the 5 minute. This is where we go long, folks. If, I could be wrong, but I think I have permission to go long as soon as this 15-minute VWAP. That's what we want to see. So now we just sit and wait, and I'll run it 1 minute at a time. We're watching it. If she comes back up, we're going long. What's that 5 minute look like? Yeah. Yep. 2 hour. 1 hour. 40. Kind of bearish. RSIs look good though. 5. I need to see this 5 get up there. Right now, it's some sideways action, and that's why it feels like a long, feels like a short, feels like a long. We got a pretty good idea of the environment we're in. Now what we want to see is the price. This is what we're waiting for. Get below there, or show us a sign that you want to get back up here and break. Other than that, we're not taking a trade here. Sweep a little liquidity on the 5. Hold what you got, folks. Hold what you got. 15. Look at that trigger wave. VWAP's coming up. Trigger wave's doing a dance. Oh, look at the 3 minute. Oh, look at the 1 minute. Ooh, I don't like how. Do I? Oh, I do. I do like. I do like. I think it's time. I think it's time. Yeah. Yeah, we're about to go long, folks. We're about to go long. So here's what we do. Now we take the trade in TradeZella, and if we're taking the trade in TradeZella, we got to get TradeZella caught up. So I'm gonna come down to the 1 minute. 1 minute. We're at 2:21 a.m. August 22nd. That's a Thursday. 2:21 a.m. So we got to get to 2:21 a.m. on a Thursday. $2:21 a.m. $2:21. All right. Fast forward by 15 minutes so we can get there. So you see it in the blue, that's kind of what I predicted. Where are we at? All right, we're going to lower this. $21. All right, here we are. Let's get rid of this. So, dang, now I see this trend line here. I'd love for it to come down here, but I don't know that it's going to do that. So to take along or not to take along, looking at potentially 64. I'd set my stop down here, 49. That's a good play. Yeah, I like that play. We could lose 1,000 or make like 1,200, 1,000 to 1,200. We're about to take a trade here, folks. We're about to take a trade. Oh shoot, I'm not showing. I got to get better at that. So we got TradeZella caught up to 2:20, 2:21. It's the same place that the price is at here. That's what we're seeing. Let's see, what are we going to do? See how this 1 minute looks like she wants to come down? I'm just going to play it for just a couple more minutes. I want to see her get a breath. Look. There it is. I'm taking it. I'm taking it at 2:28 a.m. 2:28. 2:28. Here it is. I'm going long. So I'm going to go long 2 contracts and I'm going to buy. And as soon as I do, a new trade, number 28, will open up. Boom. There we are. We bought in at 25.40. Stop loss going down below. Somewhere down here. Actually, let's look at the 15. Where are we at? I like that. I mean, the price could come down here, but if she does, we're not going to be in that trade. You know, we're willing to lose 800. We're willing to give these people 900. And if we can get back up here, that'd be a $1,400 trade. As a matter of fact, we'll be watching it closely, but we're going to go for something like this. We'll put it up here. See if we can't get a runner. We'll take profit if profit taken is what we need to be doing. So I'm in this 28, number 28, trade number 28 long. Higher time frames did not line up. Mid time frames, not really. But we are getting. Oh, I'm not showing you again. That's my fault, folks. So I entered the trade here, set the stop loss here below these candles. We're looking at the 15 minutes. So these 15-minute candles here where we found support and had a nice little pump. We're setting the stop down there. We're hoping to see another pump back up, maybe even to take out this liquidity up here. And we're watching MarketCipher closely to see what are the chances of that happening. So let me watch where I'm clicking. Man, there's a little bit of learning curve to this streaming stuff. Okay, so we're in the trade. I'm gonna look at the 5-minute. I'm gonna look at the 5-minute here, and you know, here's what we're hoping to see. We're hoping to see nice momentum wave come up here, maybe even take us higher. We are looking to see on the 15. I don't want to spoil the price. Yeah, we want to see this trigger wave. We want to see this VWAP continue up. I don't like the money flow. The money flow, I'm going to get counted against on that. But I want to see, this is what I want to see. Money flow didn't come down for very long here. Hopefully it doesn't come down for very long here. It's 2:15. If within an hour, if we're not seeing price really head in our direction, we might have to cut our losses. I'm gonna leave this drawing here so we can monitor that. That's on the 15-minute. All right. But some of the more tedious stuff, which is important, right? I don't get to check money flow. My anchor and trigger are there. I like my VWAP and I like my RSIs. So my market conditions are not 100%, but you know, I'm not looking for much in this trade. Did we get a candle close after a support or resistance? I don't know, did we? No, we did not. So typically I would like to wait for a candle to close here or like here above support or resistance. I did not do that. Some of this might have to do with me streaming, and it's already been an hour and I haven't taken a trade, but you know, so goes it. I mean, you don't just jump in trades, folks. You wait for the trade to come to you, and that's what it takes. You know, I got to do 100 of these. What else is on my criteria? Backtesting. We're really looking, can we get some 3 to 5 minute anchor money flow VWAP RSI alignment? That's what we want to see. I mean, I jumped in this trade based on this 5-minute. I'm kind of seeing that. RSIs are tight. We got this anchor trigger, kind of getting another trigger here. Money flow coming back up ever so slightly. I would like the RSIs to be green, but you know, for the most part, it's not the worst. What about the 3 minute? Maybe the 3 minute looks a little more exciting. Yeah, RSIs on the 3 minute, we like those. This would have been a good trade here off this trigger. Wow. Oh yeah, that'd have been a beautiful trade. We're kind of hoping to see something else. We want to see something else here. We're not taking a bigger loss. I like my odds here. I think it's favorable. We're gonna put my dotted lines on where I entered, just as a reference. That's what I use these vertical lines for, as a reference. So we got in here, and let's see, we are out of our trade. If she gets like below this yellow line, we'll be stopped out, and we're in the money anywhere above this yellow line. I'm gonna make that green. So we're about to play this out here, and then what happens, and really what should be happening is, see, I like these. The exit criteria. If we start to see the 3-5 like reversing on us, and the 15 minute looks like it doesn't want to do much, we're just gonna get out of this trade. Or we get into some profit, we get up to where we expect some resistance, and we start taking money. So here, tags, emotions right now. I'm a little hopeful, honestly. That might be because of the trade. That's really what it is. Taking a swing, you know, we're taking a swing. I like my entry. I do like my entry. I think I aced the entry for a long. But I don't have high-low alignment. I got like mid-low alignment. And possibly these are going to end up being mistakes. There might be a little FOMO. But here's where I'm going to end up typing a lot of this stuff. And let me at least get one screenshot to just show y'all how I rock. Well, man, I'm on a Mac. Okay, I'm going to do all that post trade, so we can get into some of the action right now. Let's get into some of the action. Let's see how this trade plays out. We're going to watch on the 5 minute. All right. So far, we like what we see. We want to continue to see the momentum coming up. We're looking for this wave to come up. If we start to see something like this wave, it might be time to get out. She could reverse on us. I do like the 5 so far. Gates are open. She's a pumping. She's got to get past this moving average. You can see over here, the moving average, resistance, resistance, resistance. We could be in some resistance right here. But right now, you know, probably up about 400. We can take a look at the 1 minute, and you can see the 1 minute money flow came up. Boom. We waited, saw an entry here. Boom. Here we go. MarketCipher Basic Strategy. Look, we're at 2:46 a.m. If we come here to TradeZella and we're watching the same thing, We can go to 2:26 a.m. now from when we entered. Oops, I went past because I'm doing. Wait, did I? Why is this thing jumping? This was 2:28. That's 2:30. What am I reading? Am I tripping? 2:46. Yeah, we're going to 2:46. So I am tripping. 2:46. So we got a ways to go here. I'm watching the time right here. That's how I know. 41, 43, 44, 45, 46. So this is where we're at right now in this trade. And that's $640 profit if we take it off the table now. One of the questions is, do I move my stop loss into profit? And how much time has gone by? Not even 20 minutes. If she comes back and it's a break even, you know what? My first live stream, we're not losing. So we're gonna put $60, the stop, $60 in the profit. All right, we're guaranteed $60 from this trade. Let's go back. I still like what I see on the 5-minute. She might be clipping soon. Well, how's our 15-minute playing out? Remember I said I wanted to see the money flow come back up? She's not really coming back up. VWAP did. Look at that VWAP. VWAP hammered through. RSI's tight. Our blue wave showing a lot of potential here. But that potential can change real fast. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it will. I think she's going to. Remember we said on the 2-hour that sometime, on the 23rd, she would be pumping potentially based on that slingshot. So that's somewhere like over here. So we still got a ways to go before we really see that. But let's look at the 1 hour. 1 hour RSIs coming back up. The money flow is leaving, folks. Not a good sign for the bulls on the mid time frames. But here on the lower, there's a pump. 40 minutes, money flow's coming up. Everything's coming up. Look at that trigger wave. Wham. RSI's tight. We're staying in this trade, folks. We're staying in this trade. We got to keep it going. Come on, 5-minute. Don't let me down now. Don't let me down now. Don't stop me out. No, don't stop me out. Oh, I think it stopped us out. Look, I think it stopped us out. And now she's about to crank. I got scared because I'm in a stream. Ain't that something? Oh, man, ain't that something? That's not what I would have done if I was on stream. But you know what? I think it stopped us out. She's about to rip. She is about to rip. And I think we got stopped out here at 3 o'clock. We're at 3:01. Let's take a look. Let's get to 3:01, see if it stops us out. See, I can't cheat and like move my stop right now because I already know where the price is going. So I can't cheat myself. Please don't stop us out. Oh, she didn't stop us out. She came down to here. We're at 540. We're not stopped. Oh, she's about to rip too. Let's go. So 25, we'll say 25.41 is it's really 40.6, but we'll look for 41 if we have to check again. But so far, look at this. She's about to rip. She's about to rip. She's about to rip. Look. So she can't get below where my cursor's at, like right now, or we'll get stopped out. Oh, look at that trigger. Look at that trigger wave on the 5. Oh, we're on the 1. It's still exciting. It's still exciting. Look, there's a fight. The bears on the higher time frames don't want to allow it. They don't want it. They don't want to see us win. And this is the game. I mean, look, I don't like the look of that. But we are on the 1 minute. We do like how this momentum, we're just getting a bunch of like triggery. This is a fight. On the 1 minute, we, you know, it's a little tiny fight on the 1 minute. This is where we come to the higher time frames. We're confident still on the 5 minute. VWAP's coming up. On the 15. Oh yeah, on the 15, gates are open. Look, VWAP coming up strong. Remember we wanted to see the money flow come up though? Money flow's kind of leaving. That's a dangerous sign. That means you keep your stops tight because the bears are lurking. The bears are lurking. But this 30-minute, 40-minute look like, you know, so this is the kind of stuff where the 15-minute could try to like sweep out some scared hands, which is why I'm about to move my stop back below. Give me a little bit more breathing room. I got a feeling I want to stay in this trade right now. So I'm not going to move my stop though, but I'm thinking about it. My stop right now is at this green line. So let's wait. How's my stop at the green line? When my entry's at 40.3. 40.3. That's my entry. My stop's at 40.6. Oh, I mean, you know, give or take, folks. I'm letting it roll. I'm letting it. I like what I see. We just let it play. We got to let it play. 5-minute RSIs look good to me. We needed to break out of this little resistance. We are above the moving average, folks. We could have a little something here. We could have a little something. We need those 15-minute bulls to stay strong. VWAP coming back up on the 5. Oh, the bears are taking over. They want my stop. They're hungry. They might have got it. They got it. They for sure got it. Yep, I'm stopped out. I'm stopped out, but I think it's going higher. I didn't move my stop lower like I said I should. This stream's got me all paranoid. Look. I'm not going to jump back in the trade because we don't do that either. All right, so let's take a look. I think I'm stopped out. But there you go, right? We took a trade. We're going to journal it. We're going to document it. Did I really wait to see what I intended to play out? I think I did. I mean, if you look here, we didn't expect much, which is why I should have taken some profit. And that's what I'm going to journal, because I forgot that we weren't looking for much. Look how the 5-minute, like right here, I should have been out the trade. I knew the money flow was leaving. I knew the bears were hungry. Even the 40-minute, which we thought looked good, the bears are hungry, folks. The 2-hour did not play out on the slingshot. The money flow's leaving. So we knew the bear, we were looking for a long in a short place. And this is exactly the kind of thing we expect when our high time frames and mid time frames don't align with what we're trying to do. High and mid said short. And somewhere in the beginning of the stream, I was saying we're going to short. We're looking for a short. Now, has anything really played out? We're going to find out. I'm a fast forward it so we can kind of see what happens. But the point here is that I went for a long. I was in $600, $700 profit, and I let it come all the way back. What I did do right, perhaps, is I didn't let him take all of it. So let's see. 1 minute. We're at 422 to 1 minute. Looks like she's ready to rip again. 422. It's going to stop us out for sure. See, we're like 500 in profit right here. 600 in profit. This is about the time where the 15-minute started changing direction. And that's when I should get out of the trade completely, because I was trading the 15-minute in a bearish environment going long. That was my signal. I got tunnel vision. I got excited. And those are the kind of things I'm going to journal, right? Where am I supposed to go? I'm supposed to go to 422. Oh, 422. We got a ways to go, folks. We got a ways to go. So we were in this trade for 2 hours, you know, and that's, so it hit our stop loss, right? Now remember, our stop loss originally was down here. It was like down here somewhere. And that would have lost 800 or 900 if it came all the way down. But if she doesn't come all the way down and then she rips up, you know, that tells us something too. But my criteria was met to exit the trade with a few $100 profit, and I didn't take it because I was watching the 5-minute too closely. So these are things I'm going to journal. But anyways, we were at, we got stopped out, and right, the 15-minute was reversing. I should have got out. The 5-minute though made me too excited. I had to stay in. All this pump action, but then right here, money flow leaving, VWAP dropping. I should have got out right here. Where would that have put me? You know, not really that much into more profit, but a couple $100. But I think we got out with like 50. We didn't take a loss. Let's see what would have happened though. And just for the record, there's any direction it goes doesn't make me right. We're just seeing what would have happened if we stayed in the trade. For example, our original stop loss down here, and we can watch what she's going to do. I think the bears are totally taking over. Yeah, boom, we would have lost 800, 900, but because so. In retrospect, I made a good call, right? But my greed wanted to move my stop loss down somewhere like down here. and I did it, which is a good thing. I kept in mind our higher time frames are not supporting us. So, dang, that was a beautiful short. Let's see what the 15-minute looks like. Look at this, 15-minute short here. Easy, $800. Short here, $1,400. See, the shorts are in. This was a great first live stream. I'm going to show you how I journal what just happened, and then we go from there, folks. We go from there. Let's see. I'm gonna take the 5-minute and basically journal. I like to get a screenshot or two of what we see here. How do I do a screenshot? There it is. Can I just paste? Is that how Macs are getting down? Can I just paste that in here? Really? Man, I got a lot to learn. So I bought this, I bought a Mac Mini M4, Mac Mini Pro M4. This thing is sweet. I was getting a lot of lag on the charts with my Windows computer with only 12 gigabytes of RAM, but this Mac Mini M4, this thing has not stuttered, not even once. Folks, I don't know how to copy my screenshot. Look at that. The old drag and drop. So we'll say 5-minute. I liked the RSIs. Something like that. And then we say, going into this trade, I was aware the higher time frames were bearish. The mid time frames were bearish also, but showing some hope for a push by the bulls. And then lower time frames showing a pump. And I determined to take a long scalp, carefully trailing. Oh, I should have trailed. I should have kept moving my stop loss up. Watching for a bearish dump or bearish push back down. And that's the truth. I was hopeful, not very confident, and also doing my first live stream that hopefully will post to YouTube with no problems. That would be great. Thank you, YouTube. And then, I would, I'm going to take a screenshot of the 15-minute, the 1 hour, and then really like document that I didn't meet any of my exit criteria. It stopped me out, which is not an exit criteria, so I don't get to check it. But so mistakes, no higher time frame support. How would we describe the mistake I feel like I made was, I don't really know that I made a mistake. I think I didn't pay attention enough to my 15-minute, which is what I'm trading. That's what my trades are centered around. That's why I do all this 15-minute conditions, because that's my trade setup based on 15-minute. My enter and exit's usually a 5-minute. And so I could have paid more attention to 15-minute. I don't know how to describe that. We'll say tunnel vision. So we're going to create a new mistake and call it tunnel vision. Emotions, hopeful. Yeah. And, we got stopped out in profit. Can't really complain too much at the end of the day. $50. Let's go take a look at it real quick, and then we'll wrap it. We're wrapping up the stream. Okay, here it is. It was Thursday by the time we got into that trade, and we took away $60. Now, this isn't calculating commissions, which would have been about $3 getting in, $3 getting out. So, really like $52, $53, $54. But we're back testing. So it's not perfect math, but you get the point. We did 2 contracts. I could have sold a contract. Right? This is another way to look at it is, I knew we had resistance all along this we have resistance over here. We have resistance. So when we got here, I should have taken 1 contract off the table. That would have been about $300-400 profit. Then I lock in more profit here at a break even or plus 60. And then I could have been out of this trade with, $350 instead of just 50. But I pushed it. And that was my mistake. I pushed this particular trade, trying to get more juice out of it than I knew it could give, because I knew the higher time frames were not backing me up. So folks, that is what we do here on this channel, CMZTrades. Join me next time when I take more trades, and they don't always take this long to find. A lot of this was some introductory stuff to the channel. Some of the stuff was, me getting familiar with my setup with using a Mac computer. But this is what you have to look forward to. And we're going to do this all through August 2024, all the way to the 31st, well, the 30th, because the markets are closed on Saturday. And then we're going to go over my stats. That's going to be a stream in itself. We'll look it over. What can we learn from them? And then from there, I'm sure we won't be at 100 trades, since we've made it through almost an entire month, and we're barely knocking on 30 trades. So from there, we'll randomly choose another month for gold, maybe even another year, and we'll keep running the MarketCipher Basic Strategy and taking trades, folks, and journaling, getting better every time until we are consistently seeing $10,000 months. And when we start seeing $10,000 months, it's time to go back into these prop firms live. It's time to start using my own money, my own capital, trading as well, and doing it for real. So join me next time. Until then, CMZ Trades. I'm out, folks.